It's been toasty for Rangers at the top of the table over the past couple of weeks, but today they got burnt. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Rangers, they've had it cool all season. It's been -8, it's been -5, it's been cold in Glasgow behind Celtic, but Clement comes in, he begins to put the pressure on, he begins to crank up the temperature. Rangers finally get in front of Celtic. They get it to +2 in Glasgow. It's beginning to hot up, but today Rangers couldn't handle the heat and they melt it at Ibrox. And we're going to look at the fan meltdown after the game, 2-1 to Motherwell. Great result for Motherwell. Haven't actually seen the game yet, but I did see a few highlights. Looks like Motherwell, I think, deserved the win from what I seen. Yeah, they were under it for a bit. They had to defend, but of course that's natural. You ain't going to go to Ibrox and dominate Rangers. That's not how you win a game at Ibrox. You go there, you take your chances when they come, and you have to defend well. And I think, for the most part, Motherwell did defend well. But I might watch the game later, might not, who knows. But we're going to look at the reaction here from the fans on Twitter. Also, speaking of Twitter, if you want to follow us, then by all means go and do that at Fog Football. You can see it's at Fog_footba49067. Weird username, guys, but go get it followed. And you can also see Aberdeen today. What a shite result for them. Jesus Christ, as bad as it must be being a Rangers fan today. Could you imagine being a sheep? I mean, every day being a sheep must suck, but especially today, about to win the game and then St Mirren 2 goals in about a minute, man. That is fucking brutal. But here, let's speak of another brutal result for Rangers. So like I said, they finally get top of the table and they could lose that tomorrow. So we're just going to see what the reaction is here from the fans. By the way, lots of stuff trending here. We've got Goldson trending, along with Suter and Dessers. Motherwell's trending, St Mirren's trending. Neil Warnock's trending. I think Neil Warnock should start fucking treading back to England anyway. Let's go. We've got G saying, sooner we realise Connor Goldson isn't worth the shirt on his back, the better. I mean, Connor Goldson, I don't rate him, but when Rangers are playing well, he seems to be loved, he seems to be admired, he seems to be the man, he's the #1 centre-back, he's the rock at the defence, and then when things aren't going so well, it's almost like they begin to turn on Connor Goldson. I personally think that Rangers probably need a better defender, but he's been a decent servant for Rangers. Plus, he seems to have that rule of being able to use his hands in the box and not get penalties against him, so he's pretty handy to have. You know, it's definitely a perk. It's a good advantage for playing Connor Goldson. Aberdeen lad, this guy is absolutely desperate. He says, watching Sevco fans cry isn't just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. A reason to breathe, an escape from this cruel world filled with thieves. It's art. The first gift you open on Christmas, a hug from loved ones. It's everything you ever wanted. It's everything you need. I mean, how can this guy, look at the state of fucking Aberdeen, man. How can he waste this? This is a troll account. I don't even think this guy is an Aberdeen fan. How could Aberdeen can't be this bad? And your go-to is to just log on to Twitter to bash Rangers. I mean, surely you can't take any sort of joy in Rangers losing today if your team is so shit. That just can't happen. Surely not. I get it, but I mean, come on. We're not going to read the replies. 66 replies, probably all bashing him, calling him a fanny, but I ain't got time for that. Stolestorm said, 12-man Motherwell take the 3 points. Now, I haven't really seen some of the decisions. I've heard a lot of criticism, though, towards the referee. Can't really comment. Rangers did get a penalty, though, so Motherwell didn't. Was it a bad game for the referee? Who knows? Maybe do not another review, but definitely will address that in the Scottish Football Review Show. And who knows, if there's enough controversial decisions, maybe we'll review the decisions alone and we'll calculate here whether the ref got it wrong or not. But, I mean, it does seem cheap here just to blame the referee and assume that Motherwell only won because of that. Is it not fair to say that maybe Motherwell just turned up today and they played well, like they did against Celtic, but they were able to hold on, and that Rangers underperformed? Can't we give Motherwell a bit of credit here, without just putting all the blame on Rangers or accusing the referee of single-handedly winning Motherwell the game? Like I said, haven't seen the full match, but from what I did see and from the stats, it looks like Motherwell actually turned up here and put in a good performance and deserved to get something from it. So we've got Brexit. Who cares? I mean, Brexit or no Brexit, we're still ran by a bunch of fucking tools, so it doesn't really matter here. Speaking of tools, I'm a tool. Can I get my bar to scroll down? Right, let's go. Alan Sharkey, bottle merchants. Well, you're not wrong there. Mona Lifter says, fuck me, sign a striker, 31 shots and 11 on target. 71% possession. I get that. Look, there's no doubt that Rangers created a lot of chances today. Look, 15 corners. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Motherwell had more of the ball, or Motherwell had more chances, or this or that. But you've got to take in consideration, this game was at Ibrox, and Motherwell got 15 shots. That's insane. We've seen Celtic play Rangers in Old Firm games and not get 15 shots, and they've been at home. I mean, we've seen some Old Firm games where maybe you'll see even the winning team, even the team that wins the Old Firm match might only be limited to like single digit amount of shots, like 6 or 7. So for Motherwell to get 15 shots with only 29% possession, that shows you that when Motherwell did get the ball, they were doing well with it. You know, they were creating chances and they were, you know, using it to the best of their ability. They weren't just getting the ball and hoofing it forward and sitting back. You know, when they got the ball, they were attacking Rangers, they were hurting Rangers, and they were creating opportunities. So I do think we need to give Motherwell a bit of credit here. Anyway, Noob Beater says, beating Motherwell is not for everyone. Yeah, well, Celtic were very fortunate to beat Motherwell. Robert W. Bird said, ha 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 ha, well, what the fuck we have here then? Well, y'all should be jailed, the entire team and the staff. Alright, that guy called Ross, keep the faith, bad day at the office, but we move on. Mark McGee says, shocking. Kieran here's got a picture of this comedian. I can't remember who it is, but I know he's a comedian. Kaiser Saucy says, what's he going to say? That's another comedian here, another gif. Baked Terpy says, boo. Chatham House says, no, it's not even a reaction to the game. Just bleat it. Got a wee mad face there. More gifs. Connor, effing boo. Keeper of time. Could be a bad week. Could be a very bad week. I mean, Celtic could go top tomorrow and then Rangers could get pumped at Benfica. If that happens, it's been a very, very bad week. Shabaman. Imagine getting beat by Motherwell. So funny. I don't think there's no shame in getting beat by Motherwell. Motherwell have actually been very impressive against the Old Firm this season, although I do believe Motherwell haven't beat Rangers at Ibrox in something like 27 years or 28 years, 29 years, something like that. So yeah, it's been a very, very long time since Motherwell got the win at Ibrox. So that's a great record. I mean, it's a historical day for Motherwell, no doubt about it. When you go so long without winning at Ibrox or Celtic Park, when you do finally get a win, it's a massive day, no doubt about it. I mean, it might have only been 3 points to Rangers, but it's a hell of a lot more than that to Motherwell. So plus it gives them a real chance at top 6. So Motherwell are doing pretty good. Well, you guys will ask for water and God will give you acid. I've got some guy here who's not even coherent. I'm not going to read that. There's a load of shite. Alpha Kaiser, in this thread we laugh at Rangers. I'll start. Alrighty, Faceless Ranger. Knew from the very first minute the players weren't at it today. Riding the wave of confidence is over. Let's see how they react now because history tells us it's not positive. Kavanagh says, at least yous were top for a week. Every cloud. Natural order. Natural order is Craig Lefine's gimmick. That's the Hearts gimmick, okay? There's only one order in Edinburgh, so, I mean, leave that. Give us that, right? Don't be stealing our shit. Edinburgh's definitely maroon. I mean, you could argue that Glasgow is still blue until Celtic overtake Rangers in the total trophies department, so I wouldn't say natural order. Philbaugh, I think the ball was burst today. He says, quite simply, not the best. Quite simply, not the best. Quite simply, unforgivable today. That was worse than anything we've seen under Beale. That's how bad it was. Defence was utterly pathetic from the first minute onwards. They wanted a stroll in the park and couldn't handle Motherwell. Motherwell. Never a group of title winners. Sorry. I think Philbaugh needs to put some respect on Motherwell here. Like I said, they have done well this season against the Old Firm. They probably should have got a result, if not a win, against Celtic a couple of weeks ago. They've already drew with Celtic this season, and they were pretty much robbed in that 2-1 defeat against Celtic as well. So Motherwell's a good side. It's not a disaster. Alright, it kind of is a disaster because Rangers were at home and they've lost the league if Celtic win tomorrow. So it could be a disaster, but it's not embarrassing, okay? It's not the worst result ever. Nobody deserves to be fired or killed or anything like that. I mean, it happens. You lose football games, move on. But Motherwell are a decent side, so I'm not buying it that somehow... It's not like a Livingston, alright? Livingston are next level shite. If you lost to them, then, there'd be calls maybe to get rid of Big Phil and everybody else in the team, but it's Motherwell, so whatever. Bear from the North says, 33 shots at goal, 11 on target. The need for a proven goal scorer to come in during January shows again. Probably cost us the league. I mean, is 11 shots on target really a bad return for 33 shots at goal? I mean, you're averaging, 33%? I mean, it's not great, but I wouldn't say it's horrible by any means. Liam Kelly, I'm sure, made I'm assuming he made some good saves, so maybe give Liam Kelly a bit of credit, because lately he's not been that great, but he must have made some good saves today for... what the fuck here? Let's not look at this next one. Let's move on. Boy in Red says, imagine losing to Motherwell. Imagine that. Ross Scanlan says, where's your wee sing-song twist of shouts today, lads? Twist and shout. We've got some Muppets here. Niall Mallon, we welcome the chase. Can you see us now? And it looks like there's some Rangers fans in the corner there cheering. Well, actually, it's Motherwell fans. Yeah, it's Motherwell fans at Rangers. Tell you what, it looks like a decent wee turnout there. They're all happy. It looks like Ibrox is empty too, so guess the Well fans stayed around here. But I mean, when you beat Rangers for the first time in 27 years, of course you're gonna stick around. Kind of insane though to think that you could be a Motherwell fan for your entire life, and you might only see them win at Ibrox maybe like 2 or 3 times in like a 65, 70, 75, 80-year-old life. That's insane. Call him Mr. Raider. Was nice while it lasted, eh? D, ha ha ha. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you shouldn't act like you have won the league when you are 2 points clear. MDH, beating Motherwell not for everyone, and we get into all the shite comments now. Michael McDonald, full time, Sevco 1, Motherwell 2. First time since the 2018 season under Kishinya Morty that Sevco have lost 3 home league games. Simply cinch. Pass me some Leaf and Belgian waffles. Alright, but I mean, Rangers have technically had 2 managers this season. What was that? It wasn't even English. Rangers have had 2 managers this season, so I can't really say it. Fuck me, was that English as well? I don't know. Well, third time lucky. Rangers have had 2 managers already this season, so I don't think it's fair to blame Clement for that. Yeah, I mean, 3 home league games is poor, but you got to factor in that I think, 2 of them were already in the opening 6 games, so they've only lost 1 since then, and yeah, losing at Motherwell at home's not great, but I mean, it is what it is. Robert Guthrie, Alan Muir should be investigated into impersonating a referee, as that was nothing short of cheating. Motherwell should have had at least 2 sent off. So, again, we're back to blaming the referee. Like I said, I haven't seen all the decisions yet, so can't possibly comment, although I think it could just be a case of Motherwell were the better side today and deserved a win. You know, they took their chances, they defended well, Liam Kelly had a good game. That's what it seems like to me, but I'm going to watch the game and actually see. So, yeah guys, Rangers fans no happy, Celtic fans gloating, but there's no guarantee Celtic are going top tomorrow because they're playing the mighty Jambos, and I, for one, think that Hearts are due a result. Last 2 games have been pretty damn poor. 5-0 tanking against Rangers, a draw in the Edinburgh Derby, and arguably Hibs were the better side, so I'm kind of confident that Hearts can get a win tomorrow. As a Hearts fan, I'm going to go with a Hearts win, but probably will do a preview for that and give my my deep thoughts on the game. But I think Hearts can get something. As for Rangers winning this league title, I mean, they could win the league title, but it's not a foregone conclusion, and I think that we see the fans constantly getting carried away. Celtic fans, when they went 2 points behind, they said the league was over. A lot of Rangers fans thought it was in the bag. At the end of the day, it is 2 points, okay? Form matters, of course it counts, but form can change. That's the thing. This result could change everything. If Celtic go and win tomorrow, and they win convincingly, and that's them pumped 2 teams in a row, and Rangers then have lost to Motherwell, it's results like these that can just change the form. Then all of a sudden, Rangers winning game after game after game, week in, week out, they can start dropping points here, dropping points there. Then Celtic, who haven't been impressive, maybe they'll start turning it on and they can start winning 3 or 4. So, I mean, to get carried away and say that the league is over, or that your team has 100% won the league when you've only got a 2-point lead with a lot of games to go and 2 Old Firm games, it's nonsense. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, Celtic could win tomorrow. Doesn't mean they're going to win the league. Celtic could lose tomorrow. Doesn't mean Rangers are going to win the league. It's going to be tight. I don't think any team's going to run away with it. I think Rangers are still probably favourites, but like I said, it's close, and this result could certainly make Celtic favourites. It all depends on what happens tomorrow. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. The Rangers fans there have reacted. Not too happy, but I mean, can't really blame them. 2-1 defeat against Motherwell at home, just when it looked like things were going so well for the boys in blue. And I know they went and blew it at the top, so not good for them. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, more football reaction to come here. I'm going to go and watch Sports Scene and maybe give my thoughts on the rest of the games today. Neil Warnock, pure quality, man. It's funny scenes, and also Hibernian are looking good now for top 6. So lots of stuff happening today, and again, feel bad for Livy and Davy Martindale. just, it's like one kick in the balls after another. So Martindale getting so close to getting a win today that would have helped get them a lot closer to Ross County and Aberdeen, but wasn't to be when St Johnstone scored late on. So yeah, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.